Hello everyone, this is Helena Palson on Intimate Space. This video is devoted to female sexual pleasure and the potential of the feminine body to have tremendous amounts of pleasure, ecstasy, catharsis, and a celebration of life, really, is what it's about in my belief. One of the big frustrations and agonies of my life is that the nature of female sexuality has been obscured. It's been obscured in the media, in medicine, in Western medicine, and in pornography. It feels like society has taken our true nature and distorted it and inverted it and hidden the secrets of the feminine. I'm often asked by men, I don't know how to touch a woman's body, you're right. Can you tell me how? Like, how should I engage with a woman in bed? What am I doing wrong? How can I approach this? Please show me how. So I'm making a video partly in response to that. I understand that there is no existing pleasure education. There's no real sex education in schools or at home, or there's no place for that in society. And the gap that leaves is filled by pornography, where women are objects of sex, of male sexual desire and fantasy, but not actually subjects. It's not about how we want to be touched or need to be touched or what that woman would like. It's put onto her. And so I want to make a video about what I want, how I want to be touched by a man, how I want to be loved and seen by a man. I can only speak for myself, so I'm going to do that. Okay, if you're a man and we're wanting to be intimate with me and we like each other, this is what I would like you to know. I would like for you to have a basic respect and gratitude for being with a woman. I believe that it's a privilege to have a naked woman next to you who is letting you into her space. I believe it's also a privilege to get access to a man, but it's a bit different. I would like for you to view me as a goddess. I would like for you to have a basic respect of the feminine, and for that to come across and through the way that you touch and the way that you caress me and hold me. So I would like to be reminded of my true nature, and I'd like for the way you touch me and the sex to be an awakening to the core of who I am as a woman. I am one woman, but I'm also all of womankind, and I believe that sex and intimacy is a space where you can be reminded of the core of who you are, and you can shed the layers of personality and all the stress from work and all the obligations and the roles that we carry in society. Well, in intimacy, that's one place where you don't have a role or a mask. And so I would love for you to kind of have an awareness of that as you move in to the space of intimacy, and you move out of being a single unit, an individual, and you move into the third body, which is, it's you and me, you plus me, and the world that is created when two people join. I would like for you to know that my sexuality operates differently from yours. I'm a different creature. I think you do know that, but I'd like for you to put down what you think and for you to have some humility and learn how a woman's body operates and how another person is and what they need and want. I would love for you to have an open mind and want to learn what makes me happy, what gives me pleasure. I'd like, if you don't know, I'd like you to ask. I'd love that you become so sensitive and attuned to my body and my being that you don't need to ask. This might be an unpopular thing to say, but that's what I would wish. Please don't see me as a way for your sexual needs to be released, for your urge to be released. It's up to me when you enter me, it's not up to you. Please wait to be invited in. We're told the opposite of how it should be. Men think it's up to them to decide when sex happens and when penetration happens. It's my body and sacred space that you're entering, so it's up to me when that happens. Please don't have your desperation and your build-up of wanting sex. Maybe it's been a long time since you've had it. Maybe you've never really had it, or it's never gone well. Please don't bring that to me to answer. Please take care of your needs. Please, like, self-pleasure, and just take care of that so that you don't arrive at my door and my bed and my space with a kind of desperate urgency. I will feel that, and I will clamp down if I feel desperation. I will close down. The best lover I've ever had was an incredibly patient man. So he knew that his pleasure would happen further down the line. That wasn't his priority or his motivation. He prioritized my pleasure and my experience. And by honoring me and worshipping my body and my being in my feminine way, his pleasure followed. It's not something he had to worry about, and he'd learned that. He'd understood that. I think as women, we really look for men who understand that. We don't want to be with a man who's going to always try and penetrate or sneak in or get more access before he's invited. We don't want to be on edge. I have to be able to relax and trust and be in surrender for the full experience to happen, for sex to happen. So the way that I can relax and trust with you is knowing that I'm in good hands, is knowing that you would never try and push or force something that I didn't want, or to force your way into me when I'm not ready, and that you're not motivated just by your own needs and desires, that you are always in tune with mine as well. I have to know that, and I can feel it if it's off. I'll just not want to engage with you any further. And I think for many women that's true. I think as a man you might say, well, what's going wrong? Why doesn't she want to be with me? And you take it personally. But I think there's something you've just not understand about the feminine way and the feminine body. Please caress my whole being, touch my whole body. Don't go straight for my genitals and my breasts. Include my entire body in it. My heart and my emotions are very involved in sex. You might want us to go straight to your groin and to your dick, but put it to the side for the beginning. In Oriental sexology, so that's Taoism and Tantra, they teach that the woman comes first. Sex is about unpeeling and caressing and beckoning forth the arousal and the eros of a woman. Ladies first, as they say, and I believe that's the right way to go. Educate yourself on female anatomy. It's wise to go and read up and watch videos, not porn, but sex education videos. At best, have a connection with a woman and ask her to show you. Many women have been shamed for their bodies. They have body image difficulties because of the media and what we're told a woman's body should be. And many women's, our yonis, our vulvas and vaginas have been shamed, told they're not good enough, asymmetrical, look like an alien, are impure. Someone said they thought it looked like an alien. It's an alien that makes you feel great. I'm happy to have that kind of alien between my legs if it bring about so much bliss and be a portal to another world. It's the place where babies come out from. I think we often forget that. The cervix, the cervix is between the uterus or the womb and the vaginal canal, and that gets touched in sex. That gets pounded sometimes. That is a gateway to another world. That's where babies come from, and I think that's not something any of us should forget. Be mindful of that. When you are invited into a woman's space, that's the deepest, the cervix, vagina, that's the deepest place. Literally, it's the deepest place in you. and it's the deepest place, psychically, emotionally, spiritually. It's a huge privilege to be there and an honor. What else? Please don't rush. It's the journey, not the destination. That saying, that is so true in sex and in intimacy. So many men seem to be in a rush to get to their orgasm, or just rush to get to the next level, to get more and more and more. Please have discipline with your sexual energy. It's not all going to happen at once the way you wanted to breathe, and please linger with me in the subtle moments and in the blissful spaces. Stay with me there. Please don't let go of me when you're in my body, just to zoom ahead to your own pleasure. I think that's one of the worst abandonments a man can do to a woman, is abandon her when he's in her. Let go of what she feels, leaves her behind in her own body. Please don't do that. You can feel yourself in your own pleasure, and you can feel the person you're with at the same time. Cultivate that skill and cultivate that ability. Me feeling you, feeling me, feeling you. It's a cycle of energy. It's a flow of sensing. Have fun. Please have fun with me and be expressed. Give yourself permission to be sexual and erotic, and give me permission to do that as well. Don't judge sex or judge a woman for enjoying sex, and judge yourself, maybe secretly, subconsciously, for being erotic, because that will be felt, and that's no fun. The default mode of sexuality in society is one of repression. It's an unhealthy, disembodied sexuality. That's the default. That's what we see in films. People start kissing, they pull each other's clothes off in a frenzy. She opens her legs and in it goes. That is not how it should be going, and that is not what feels best for women. I think a man who is happy just to luxuriate in just stroke me and make me feel good and just stay in that place, that's the best kind of lover. That's the one that I want anyway. I think most people are sexually repressed. I think there's been so much influence and oppression from puritanical thought and religion, that it's sinful, that it's dirty, that it's to be controlled, that a sexual woman is a dangerous thing. It's potent, but is it dangerous? On top of that, we have the influence of pornography, of modern day porn, about how it could be a pounding, it's aggressive, it's a woman as object and not subject. I swear, the more porn people watch, the less sex they have, especially young men. If you haven't had much experience, or any, of real life sexual ecstasy and a woman in ecstasy, the more porn you watch, the less real stuff you're going to have, real experiences. I'm not sure quite how it works, but it does seem to go that way. Please don't let pornography pollute your mind and your heart and your being. Please leave space for real women. We deserve your consciousness, your love, your sex, your attention. I think that's all for now. Thanks for staying with me.